All right, guys, so we're down at Yorks Bay. That's what is known as to the locals in Antigua and Barbuda. And they now call it Hermitage Beach and Hermitage Bay Hotel or whatever. But who knows? We've did some asked the question several times. From what we see, it's around the 1930s. From the maps that we've seen, that they start to call it Hermitage. But actually, in this area, just to the south of this, there was a leper colony. So I don't know if the Hermitage that had some connection to why the name became Hermitage Bay officially, it looks like. But the locals call it Yorks. I'm going to show you a bit of this beach right now and see if you like it. All right. So this is it. This is the length of the beach coming from the south to the northern side. That is a natural reef that's going parallel to the shoreline. Let me see if I see my boys. I wonder where they are. Oh, look at them right there. They're chilling out. They say they're cold. They've been in the water for a while. So anyway, let's go up the beach line, the coastline. As I said, this is Yorks Bay. One of the best beaches in Antigua. Has that reef there, so even the young children can play in front of it so the water don't knock them out at the shoreline too much. Going up the beach now, you can see the white sands, the turquoise waters, and if you put your foot in the water, you can see all the way to the bottom because it's so clear and unspoiled. Part of the reason I believe this beach is so unspoiled is because it's so far off from the main road in Jennings that people took a while to get down here, you understand? So, yeah, that's some reggae music coming from the restaurant next door. As you can see, a lot of people are enjoying the view, not only from the land, but also from the sea. There's several yachts pulled anchored in the harbor. We're going to show you a couple of them right now. So that's the length of the Yorks Bay. But we're going to turn around now and show you the beaches. That's a beach over there, the old estate called Seaforth. And we're going to turn around now, show you the beauty. That looks aqua. The water's right there. Turning around, we see the yachts pulled up in the harbor, and you get a better view of where we are now. That H is where I am, so you see just what's in the background. You can't really see it if you're sitting on suntanning on the beach, but you can see in the distance Pearns Point, or in that direction. By that straight ahead, I believe somewhere around there, coming back was where the leper colony was back in the day. As far as I know, and I'm sure there were probably more because that disease was so rampant in the region at one point. There's this one down here at Yorks. Then there was another one out at Fry's. And then I saw in a update on colonial government brochure at the book fair in England, I saw that they had a leper colony down on what was called Rat Island. And it was a update on the Leeward Islands to the colonial office. Basically, the British wanted to know what the situation was, the health, and how many people. And I remember seeing the book. I didn't have enough money to buy it on the first occasion, nor the second, but I did read through it. And it was saying around the year 1880, 1890, that down at the leper colony and Rat Island, they had 11 lepers. And it was just interesting. By the time I got enough money to buy the book, it was gone. Or if not gone, I didn't see the person who was selling it. So yeah, that is where I am, the H down here. That is Yorks Bay. Because what happened, there was a Yorks estate or plantation around the area. That's Hermitage Hotel. But at the end of the day, it's really what the locals call it, Yorks Beach, Yorks Bay. So this is like a lagoon. Facing what I am now, this is another development for the rich and well-to-do. That's called Pearns Point. That is in the location of the leper home. It's not there now. But I remember as a young child, I was born in 1971, I remember my dad and our driver, Connie Harris, actually we were on the main street in St. John's, Market Street, and they pointed out lepers to us, who was a leper. Only on 2 occasions. They weren't a lot, but they were going about their business, had to get food and supplies and whatsoever. So I did see 2 lepers on 2 occasions. So this is Pearns Point we're going over now. And we see how the internet connection works out. This is the swanky area So there's supposed to be some development down here. No, the beach access is always a problem for Antiguans. So what we're hearing now that they tell you at 6 o'clock you can come off the beach. But there are no private beaches in Antigua. All beaches are public. We have fought the battle and we've won access to all the beaches. So anybody telling that, just tell them to move. Get out your face. Now this is Jolly Beach, Jolly Harbor over here now. You can see how that is pretty much overdeveloped. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see all the mangroves and the natural development. After COVID, I was going down to Dolly Beach a lot. Just trying to keep my distance from people. And I remember just going down here and it was just such a good feel to get out of the house, get out of the lockdown. And this is the first beach I went to. Well, during COVID, even when they allowed us to come out to our houses. So yeah, that is a little taste of Yorks Bay and Jolly Beach and Pearns Point. And you're seeing the mangroves, the lagoon there. We're probably about a mile, 3/4 of a mile from where I took off from. But I believe it's important just to get your feel for Antigua and Barbuda. So over there, as you can see, it's overdeveloped. Beautiful beach, but honestly, sometimes it's so nice to have it in its natural state. Down there, as I remember as a child, it was really mangroves and there was crabs. There was nothing there but crabs. I mean, I'm not talking about one crab or two crabs. We saw hundreds of thousands of crabs where all that build up development areas, all those beach bungalows, those homes. When you go that area at night time, even the day, you see the crabs just moving. It was like one big mass of one big life form just moving. So yeah, they've developed it started developing in the late 80s. Well, the early 80s actually, or mid 80s, sometime around there. They said our leader, V.C. Bird Sr., my namesake, my grandfather, gave the developer this area to develop for 1 acre. People don't remember the mangroves and the wildlife, the amount of crabs. If you wanted crabs and you loved seafood, they had more crabs than Red Lobster at one point over here. You know, I look at it this way, you can't fight off nature. All of that is cute and swanky. But at some point in time, people will start to say they don't want overdevelopment, and hopefully the leaders will listen and eventually give people what they want. I do believe it is overdeveloped at this point in time. Yeah, strong winds. Whew. We did a 180. I don't even know where I am now. Okay. Yeah, there's bad transmission. So let us get back. Okay, that's where I remember I was. Let's go back over to where I am. So you go down that road. You see what happened? It's such a distance from where you are, from the main road. This long road. So people just, let's put the lepers over there and make the sign of the cross and wish them the very best. But such a beautiful area to look at. Very proud to be an Antiguan. Not proud of the people. I think they've given up too much of their way of life for the tourism industry. And I believe the tourists will even like it the way it was, preferably where we had it. The whole beach was just accessible, not so much. Now they have Hermitage there, but now they put a restaurant next to it. That's the noise you're hearing in the background. But look at that. That's a $1 billion property right there. One of the better beaches in Antigua. It's small, it's cute, but look at it now. You can see the reef running parallel to the beach, which is so good for children to learn to swim for the first time. And then you can look over at that beach over there, that's Seaforth. That's another form. We call them estates in Antigua, but they're really slave plantations. A lot of black people getting their asses whipped on these plantations. Yorks was the name of the plantation that was nearby here. So I think for the Antiguans, they would say Yorks first, because that is where our ancestors as slaves came off of the plantation, Yorks. So that is really it, guys. I just wanted to give you all a feel for Antigua and Barbuda and one of our beaches. I'll try to cover 365 beaches for as long as I can. I don't think I'll ever get to 365, but at least I've been to at least 50-something of the beaches in Antigua. probably. And there are a lot more that I don't know about, so let's just use this as an aid to get out there and to get to know my country, a challenge to go to as many beaches and to record them by drone before all these beautiful land masses change forever. So that is looking at where I am. The H is where I am and where the boys are. And we're looking, the drone is in a north direction looking south. So that is the beauty that we have going on here. Can't ask so much better than that, to be honest with you. That is as lovely as you can get on a nice sunny day. Carry my boys to the beach and taking some drone footage to show you what it's all about. Let's go down a little bit. Bring it down to about, it's 180 feet now. We're gonna go down to about 50 feet. Let's bring it down. Look at the beautiful turquoise waters and the shoreline, the waves breaking on the shoreline, nice and easy. Can't ask so much better than that. There's a boat on the right here. You can hear the noise. Power boat. And then let me see if I can find my boys now. I hear them making noise in the background. I gotta get back to them shortly. Go and dip my skin before we get back home and get some Sunday lunch. And then eventually just wind down until school tomorrow. That's what it's all about. Oh, look at them. I wonder if they even realize me. I wonder if they even realize me up here. Looking down at them. Look at them. Yeah, they're playing in the sand, having fun. They said they were cold because the water was a little cold for them. But they were in the water for so long, I think they just need to come out and get warm. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. I'm going to land the drone, and I will be back again with some more footages of Antigua and Barbuda and our coastline, probably the best in the world. I don't think anybody can rival us on coastline beaches because Antigua is blessed and cursed. We don't have any rivers. So a lot of islands that in the Caribbean have rivers. And the thing with rivers is that when they run off to the sea, they let off all that water and they get algae from the trees that they were knocked down in it and so on, and they pour over into the sea. So a lot of the islands have lots of beaches, but they're not as pristine as this one, as an island that has no rivers. We have streams, but it's not the same thing. It's not as, it doesn't run off all that natural forests and grass and all these fallen logs and all kind of fruits and so on would fall off on another island, but not in Antigua. So yes, guys, that's it for now, and we'll be back again. My brother Damon told me that I should make this video and put some music in the background, but I'm sure you can hear Bob Marley playing from the hotel next door. So hopefully that will satisfy his needs for music. Take good care, guys, and I'll see you again real soon.